right, Tyler Whitney is here from Business in Vancouver. Good morning, Tyler. How are you?
I'm doing well. What about yourself, Steve?
Good today. Lots of stuff to talk about, so let's get to it. And let's begin with jobs numbers. That's the most recent thing.
Some positive stuff, both for Canada on a national level as well as for the BC numbers. Now, we've actually seen job numbers go above 18 million for the first time in Canadian history. These are the October numbers coming out from Stats Canada. If we take a look, I can tell you specifically how it's impacting Canada. The unemployment rates nationally, it's at 7%. That's down 0.1 percentage points. And so jobs, we added 44,000 of them in October. Well, you know, the election's in full gear, but people keep working. The notable thing here is that 9,000 of those jobs are full-time. The rest are part-time. And so what we really want to see more of are those full-time jobs. But it's still good numbers for Canada, especially, as I said before. This is the first time we've ever seen more than 18 million people employed across the entire country. But BC, very good numbers coming out of British Columbia as well. Unemployment rate hasn't changed at all. More people are entering the workforce, so that's why it's still at 6.3%. But jobs were up 23,000 compared with a year before. BC is pretty much the leader among provinces. We've had growth go up 3%. That's the highest rate among all the provinces. And earlier this year, Conference Board of Canada, they put out a study. They forecast that BC is going to be the GDP leader as well among all the provinces. A lot of this
incredible.
And a lot of this just has to do, we have that red-hot housing market that's been in the headlines a lot, but also just infrastructure work at the C-SPAN shipyards. There's just a lot of jobs being created, and we have the declining Canadian dollar, so we're going to get a lot more exports going forward, both this year and next as well. So good news for British Columbia right now.
All right, real quick on, let's talk about Molson Coors and what's that building we've all driven by many years.
Very iconic, and we're looking to see how maybe the job situation is going to shake out there because they're selling that iconic building. Molson Coors just announced yesterday that it's using the proceeds for that building there for a new plant somewhere else in British Columbia. So in the meantime, for the next 2 or 3 years, they're going to be leasing that facility from the new owners. So we don't know exactly how much they're selling that building for, but they did not disclose those numbers yesterday in their earnings report. But that's prime real estate right there. So we can imagine, you know,
it's a couple of bucks.
A couple of bucks. I think that's perfect.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, Tyler, thanks, man. Good to see you.
Good to see you.